Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. We're in the midst of cleanup currently. Main goal is to complete the trading sequence, which I've got a guide of it next to me, so I'm going to use that to a certain degree. I'm not going to use it for every piece. Hopefully it will come back to me in my mind where I need to go. I'm almost certain it won't though. So I got a cheesy joke from that comedian and I need to give that to someone who lives in the past on the west side of Liena village. It's city now, it was village in the past. Meaning I could have just said Liena village. My geisha seed has grown to a beautiful nut. What's in it? A ring. Glorious. I'm going to replant that because I've got a dickload of seeds. I think he lives in here, to be honest, the small boy. You there, hand. Yay! Wasn't the hand. Alright, I'll actually continue to read the guide here. Book is acquired from Decadin inside a small home to the west of Liena village. Oh, it's to the west. I reckon it was probably where there was a kind of a mask man. Not really a great descriptor, was it, of what I'm looking for. I wonder if it is on the map. It probably would be. Nope, that's the wing dungeon. That's a toilet. Pippin. Oh, it was actually back there. See, when in the guide they said to the west of Decadin village, what they actually meant was West Decadin village, which is entirely different. It's very much in the village that I've called Decadin, despite that being the child's name, not the village's name. Who are you? Well, welcome to the darkness, to my troubles. I'm so depressed. I want to laugh until I forget everything. Then I'll be happy. We are kindred spirits, me and him, I feel. Ha! Tell him the funny joke. The great joke of the funny joke is that once you tell it to someone, you don't lose it. You still very much have that joke. Wow. It's a hell of a joke. I feel Link tells it better than the other guy. A lot more animated. Like, almost incredibly so. That's a weird open-legged stance at the end there as well. Huh? What's that? Ah, oh, that's so funny. I forgot to laugh. Thanks. Thanks to you, I can be as depressed as I want to be. You can take any book you want from that bookshelf. You got a touching book. It's a sad story. Okay, so who would want a sad story? I've got no idea. I'm thinking Azora, because the book is blue. But I feel that's just not true. Maple. Right. I need maple. Right. The trouble is, maple appears seemingly at random. I'm pretty sure she only appears in the present. She's the witch, by the way. I think there's certain areas where she will always appear. Well, not that it's where she can appear, and then I think there's a chance of it. So if I go to one of those areas, I've probably got a solid bet of finding her. I reckon the chest I'm after is here in the past, in the present. I'm going to try and look for that, and hopefully on my journey towards this chest, I will garner a visit from the witch. Okay. So no was the answer. I mean, I can't use the harp quite yet to get there. I suspect that is the method of entry though. Because looking at this is almost certainly it, isn't it? I got to get out that wall, and I reckon... See, because I've got the seeds and I can travel in time at any time, I want it to be easier to get around. But that's not the case, it seems. Okay, let's This is nothing. I'm going to plant here, but... How many of these fuckers have I actually got? I feel like I've got, like, loads. But in reality, I've got 4, which is quite a few. It's not an obscene amount. I didn't mean to do that. Might come in handy, though, actually, that I did do it. This is, in fact, one of the places you can meet her. I wonder if just going back and forth will trigger it eventually. Probably not. It's possible. I'm going to assume not. Yeah. Right. I'm going to warp to Symmetry Village. Go to the past. And just sort of climb down the mountain a bit until I'm roughly where I want to be. Thing is, I have got memories of it not being quite as easy as you want to traverse this map. You can't really go sort of in a straight line. Right, let's attempt downward travel from here. Show me your mysteries. I reckon it was around this point I got the ability to travel one way in time wherever I wanted. Right, this hasn't helped, has it? No, I don't think it has. The fact that that portal was there makes me think this won't help me at all. The thing is, you and I both know there'll be nothing in that chest of use. And yet, I must try and attain it. Because I kind of said I need it, so... Right, where are we now? Where does this land us? I'm a little bit turned around mentally. I feel I'm too far up still. Oh, good news is we're in one of the places I'd never been before. This isn't entirely a dead end. It is. Interesting. Let's travel back over here. So there's a thing where I can move the river around, but I don't think that helps me in any way. Okay, yeah, that was where I threw a bomb in to get something or other. That worked out oddly well for me. There's a dungeon up there, isn't there? Nope. There could have been, though. Behold my majesty and power. It could genuinely be the right rough direction to get to that chest. In fact, I reckon it's here. I think this is actually it. Come on, be right for once. Once in your damn life, be worth something. Okay, right. Okay, good. It was worth this. Also of note was the fact that I didn't run into the witch at all. So got that going for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find out how to find her. Let's see. Yep. Alright. Alright, yeah. Okay. Alright. Link encounters Maple many times throughout his journey, most often after defeating a certain number of enemies. Doesn't tell me what that number is. So that's not great. Right. So just kill enemies, I suppose. That's right, okay. I can figure that out, I'm sure. Wait, does she only appear in the past, in the present though? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Does it, not overly clear. She's the same witch's apprentice from Link to the Past, though. Well, it doesn't actually say, but I suppose if I've just got to defeat enemies more than anything else, it's not too big of an ask, is it? Let's try and mess around with that Sea of Storms area, because there's 3 blank spaces I've not been to. Of course, the downside to that is the fact that there's not really any underwater enemies to speak of. Alright. Alright, that's one area off the map. That's 2, and that's 3. Alright, but we found a chest, so there's excitement afoot. Alright, there's no way through in this current era, so if I come back here in the past, I might also go and try and clear off that blank space as well. I know this is a really terrible method of like making sure you've done everything, but I'm not. All I'm really worried about is doing the trading game, because I'm pretty sure once you do it, you get a new sword. There should be some land to get on. Maybe this is the only land available. Just take all them. You can never run out of those. Unless you're dumb enough to spend your last one, you can always teleport to the tree, get more, and then go wherever you want. In both eras, apparently. Alright. So I'm thinking I should probably be able to gain access to the chest that's down here from this time period. I bet it's from this one as well. Yeah, there it is. Just anything down there? Anything down there? Something impassable there. Yeah, I can't fully remember the geography of the current era, so it's either this platform or the other one I have to be on, and I'm going to guess it's this one because I'm on it and I've got nothing to lose. Okay, can I just swim under that? Yep. Surface over here, and there's the chest. Right, what's it going to be? It's another ring. Ring appraisal is so damn expensive though, and money is not easily found. Noted by the fact that I rarely spend money, and I've got fuck all of it. So that's that area. This area over here intrigues me greatly though, because I had a passing attempt to get to that in the current, couldn't make it. I'm gonna try and get there in this time, because perhaps not this time. I've got to go for it in the past. If I haven't been there in both the past and the present, there must be something worthwhile there. Oh no, I have been there in this time. So it's either up and right or down and around. I'll try and encircle it. That's normally the easiest way to attempt it, isn't it? So I can't do it from this angle. Definitely can't do it from this angle. Can do it from this angle. So it's this. This is the area I'm looking at. Well, it's nothing in this area. Maybe it is just nothing. It's entirely possible. But it seems like such a waste, doesn't it? Behold, it was nothing. Is this the right square? Yep, okay. Right, to the Sea of Storms then. Probably easiest just to try and swim straight to it. You would think. Apparently they don't want you swimming out of this area. It's odd, it's built up like there should be something there, but there just isn't. Ah, I know what it is. There was I cleansed the sea at one point, didn't I? I suspect before I did that it was somewhat more impassable and there was challenge involved, but since I've dealt with all that, that's no longer the case. Right, how do I get into this Sea of Storms? Because I can't remember. Did I had to be declared like a true Zora, didn't I, to get in? That was part of a thing. But could I then only get in from a certain time period? I reckon I could only go in during the past. Which means I'm going to have to find some sort of land. This will do. This will definitely bar me access from the sea, won't it, once I use this? So far, uncovering the blanks on the map has provided me with 2 chests, I think. I'm pretty sure it's at the bottom where you get in. And this is a dead end. Yep. I haven't killed any enemies since I decided that I needed to kill enemies. What I'll probably do is I'll just find an area where I can just go back and forth between 2 zones and just do that over and over. Ideally with easy to kill one-hit enemies. The benefit of that is I'll also get at least some money for doing it. Right. I've been to it all in this time period, so I should change before I go in. And I have been there in most of it in the current, so presumably this is how you get to it. Nope. Right, let's go a bit deeper into the old Sea of Storms. Maybe there's a little island I can land on. Or just maybe, might not be able to get there in the current. So there's nowhere on this bit of land that would get me in, I don't think. It either lands me on the wrong side of the wall or on a wall. Can't use the harp underwater, because how would that work? It was oddly frustrating somehow. Pretty sure I learned what I needed to know there. Wait, hang on, what if... What was that spit of land up there? And does it help me anyway? If I get to that, does that help? Pretty sure it doesn't, but somehow in my head it's telling me it would. I'm trying to think if I've just uncovered all these around it by just being on the safe side of the sea, which I reckon is the case. I'm going to continue to assault it from the past, because I know I can't get in the present, so it has to be in the past. That much is certain. It might be something I'm missing somehow. What's this cave? Fuck all. What, if anything, is down here? Yep. Alright, so that's nothing. This is the exact tile I need to get to, isn't it? Well, maybe I can just swim past it in the other time, and I didn't. Let's assess again. Either way, if I get near land, I'm just going to go on land and give up on this endeavour, because I don't think it will bear fruit, despite how intriguing that section is to me. There's nothing here, is there? No, it's just all one big impassable block. Equally impassable. So there's definitely more of an island in there in this time. And yet, see, there's a route through in the past, but not now. But the route through doesn't help me anyway. Didn't mean to do that. I thought I had a sword out. Alright, go back. Let's see. Don't know why I'm overthinking that quite so much. Crabs is a good thing to kill. They seem to give a lot of money. Every other crab I've killed so far has given money. They don't respawn when I walk back and forth, so that's a point against them. Fairy. I had a lot of hatred when I was on this island, so maybe there's good stuff here I haven't, remembered. 1 rupee. Maybe that's why I'm not getting any money. I don't seem to recall ever getting any in chests. Maybe the method for earning money in this game is you're supposed to get it from geisha seeds. Actually, I'm now remembering that there's a solid chance whenever you open a seed, when you get a ring, if you already have that ring, when you get it appraised, they buy it. Might be a thing. Either way, I've got a few rings, so I'm going to go and get them appraised. Might be something fun. Might be a boat ring. Like, you know. Is there anything good in this shop? No. I think there might have been some good stuff in the other slightly fancier shop, but it's all very expensive. There was a ring box. That was like the main attraction. And then maybe some other stuff. Oh, I've slain 1,000 monsters. Take this ring. What a dickhead. He gives you a ring and then he's like, that'll be 20 rupees to appraise it. Oh, is it actually 20 rupees? I'd call this the toss ring. Throwing distance up. Yep. Alright, I see. I call this the like-like ring. Become a like-like. So I'll buy it for 30 rupees. Yeah, see, there it is. I'm in profit. I see. I call this the Pegasus Ring. Length and Pegasus Seed effects. Not that useful. Probably. I see. I call this the Green Luck Ring. Half damage from traps. That's what that ring is. What the fuck's a trap? I don't know. I see. I call this the Cursed Ring. Half sword damage. Damage taken times 2. Obviously, I've already got that one. Thank God I did, though, because it means I can sell these other 2. Call this the Whimsical Ring. Sword damage down. Sometimes deadly. Damage down, critical up. That's what that means. And finally, the one I got for killing 1,000 monsters. So this ring is probably set by the game, and is the only way to get it is doing this. It's the Slayer's Ring. 1,000 beasts slain. Oh. Didn't really do anything. How do I do this again? Yeah. I'm going to equip that Slayer's Ring, because I've got a feeling it does something useful. Be a bit of a dick move if it didn't, honestly. Is there no quicker way to move these screens across? Oh, Whimsical Ring's even higher up. Yeah, okay. Wait, am I actually wearing it? I think so. Now I am. Have I not been wearing a ring this whole time? Right, dig for your life. Wait, why am I digging? Do I need money? Probably not. I need kills is what I need. Where am I gonna how am I gonna get kills? I should go somewhere dangerous. I should teleport there. That'll be easier. You know what? This could take any amount of time, so I'm probably just gonna cut to me having done this. There are no teleports on the top right of the map. What the hell? Who designed that? So yeah, cut to me meeting Maple somehow. That took literally like 7 minutes. It was no time at all. It got to the point where I was thinking, oh, I better make sure my sound's turned on. Otherwise, I could walk into an area and not notice her. But she has appeared. I am juiced. I've cleared a space. She's fucking done for. Oh wait, no, I don't actually have to wrestle her this time. She just wants the book. Hey, that book! That's the touching book. Sounds wrong now that I say it aloud. I need to take this to Syrup. Why do you have it? Let me read it. What? Oh, my. Ooh. Why? Ah, sniff. How touching. The joke is it's 50 Shades of Grey, isn't it? That's the whole thing. You got the magic ore. It cuts a mean wake. Thanks. It was good. Take this. It's the first one I made. Syrup never gave me any compliments on it. I'll keep this book. Also, she was riding a vacuum cleaner. Oh yeah, I'm like in the mountains as well. Goes without saying. I didn't really do a whole lot here. I killed a few enemies. I did gather another ring though before I departed. So now I've got the magic ore. My instinct says there was like some rafting people down here who might like it, or maybe someone on this island. My instincts are bullshit though, and I'm going to ignore them and just check the guide. Yep, okay. Rafton, a man who lives in a small house along the south shore in the past. Is this the south shore? It is. Is that's Chevel's house? Rafting. I need to go here. That's where he is. I'm pretty certain that's as good as right next to the ember tree in the middle of the map. The most used by far of the warp points. Can I just go straight down? Possibly. Possibly. No. Can I just swim down to him? This is saving me nothing. It's a huge risk. There's his house. I couldn't swim down to him. What a piss take. He better want this magic ore. I've got a dwarf who I could trick into taking it otherwise. You get it, because it's ore, and they could, you know, like ore, like iron ore, or like you row a boat. That's the joke, and it's not a good one. You there? Hey, how goes the rafting? I'm thinking of entering a raft race, but I haven't been able to find a decent ore to race with. Give him... That's a him? I thought that was a woman. Give him the magic ore? Yes. Whoa, that ore. It looks like a toy, but I like it. Thanks. In exchange, I know. How's this? Lazily playing guitar while gazing at the moon is so nice. You got the sea ukulele, which I'm pretty certain was one of the collectible items from Link's Awakening. You know, one of the instruments. It has a sweet sea scent. Might actually be. I'm not. I feel like it could be, to be honest. Right, who wants to see ukulele? I have no idea, honestly. An old Zora who lives in a cave that is on the coast of no return in the past. Oh god, Fat Link. Right, where's the coast of no return? Deku Forest. Zora Village. Zora Village. Oh, it tells me I've got a sprout there. I wonder if it tells me when it's sprouted. South Shore. Yeah, I might go to that one actually, while I try and think where the hell this thing could be. Pretty sure it's up here. And then, do I have to... Yes, it's... Oh, it's... How exciting. What could it be? It could be anything. It could be a ring. I forgot that Slayer's ring, which I'm not sure what it does, if anything. Yeah. Nice. Another ring. I'm actually glad I planted a nut every single time I possibly could. It's done me well throughout the adventure. I'm not digging that up. Screw what I just said. So the coast of no return. Up here, maybe? Oh, it is actually up here. Alright. Now, I reckon... was the old Zora? Was he the one that lived, like, in... Oh no, this is Sea of No Return. Huh. I think swimming there is probably the best bet. Although, I could take that raft. The advantage of the raft is it's way easier to move on. The disadvantage is once you get on it, it's actually quite difficult to get off. And you can't dive. But I've kind of committed to the raft at this point, haven't I? That much is set in stone. I thought a witch might appear then because the music changed, but actually it's just because I was at that island. I still think that's a really cool bit in this game when you have to go to the island, so you have to make your raft, but then you get washed up ashore there, and it briefly feels like you might be stuck there. In the same way that it feels a little bit like I'm stuck here. Maybe I should tackle it from you. Was that the old man with the rope? I think it was. That's another cool bit I remember. You get the flippers and you think that's it, but actually the flippers are just so you get some rope that won't fray, and then that's the real secret of rafting. Non-fraying rope. Have I gone wrong? This could be right. Yeah. So I'm on the coast of no return. I had to look for an old Zora. Maybe he lives in this cave. He does. That's a Zora? Okay. How I miss the smell and sound of the sea. You live on the ocean! And you might be a Zora, so I'm guessing you can swim. What are you going to do, drown? That ukulele has the spirit of the sea. Sea in it. That smell, that sound. That's good of you to respect your elders. Kids, I see you're on some adventure. Well, I give you something old. This is the hero's sword that a great hero gave my ancestors long ago. It's broken. Hey, it's broken. What's that? It's broken. What a great sound. So I've got a broken sword. So I need someone who can fix a sword. My instinct is the Gorons. Probably the Great Goron, who realistically owes me a favour, because I think I saved his life. Let's check the graph. Let's see. Yeah, broken sword. Yeah. You can take the broken sword to Patch. Patch lives atop Restoration Wall. Just... Oh, God. I've got to complete Patch's minigame to unlock this. This could prove horrendous. Patch lives atop the top of Restoration Wall, which is here. I don't really remember how to even get up there, honestly. I kind of tried earlier, though. That's perhaps the scariest part of all of this. So I know how difficult it can be. Teleporting offers no aid whatsoever. Oh, that is Ambi's palace. I'm definitely not going back there then. So let's travel to a different time. Quick travel to Symmetry Village, because that's relatively close, and then go at it from that angle, I think. Because you get... What you do, you get the broken nut, I think, from Symmetry Village. And you have to climb Restoration Wall to restore it. And you play Patch's minigame. Which I think might be the one where you're on a minecart and you have to hit enemies. Or... Okay, what I've done there is I've gone wrong. I got distracted thinking about the Symmetry game. Yeah, just throw it on the ground at my feet and nothing happened. So go up here. I need to go literally one space down, but it's not quite as easy as that, unfortunately. I'm kind of hoping I can cheese it with my ability to travel in time, but I don't think I will be able to. But I'm hoping. Behold, the past. There we go. What was it? Right. I think you go down. You follow the water down. You go in a cave. You come out a separate cave, and all is well. That's the rough idea I've got in my head. Possibly involves changing water systems as well. I was actually very close to this when I was trying to find that thing I was trying to find earlier. I forget what that thing was, but it definitely existed. Just gonna change time at random. Might help, might not. Pretty sure it won't help in this instance. Yep, stairs are gone. Definitely didn't help. Oh well. You know, I reckon I actually want to go back up one and change it higher up. How's time doing? It's very hard to tell. I took that massive gap in the middle while I was slaying some monsters. Is there a bridge here in the past? In the future the bridge is gone. But maybe someone built a bridge. I don't know. Because they never really tell you quite how much you're travelling in time. It makes a lot of changes arbitrary. The fuck was this? That tells me nothing. Okay, let's have a look. What is this? Does this become something? Did I destroy this? It must have been something. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so keep going down, I guess. All this is to get a slightly more powerful sword as well. I don't know if it even make that much difference to me, but I feel I'm gonna do it at this point. I've kind of committed to it, haven't I? Yeah, fuck you. Didn't even want that rupee up there. This could be getting towards the answer, I reckon. Possibly. What does this cave get me? Ah! This looks positive, doesn't it? This feels like a result. Am I... I'm not really at what you'd call the bottom of a wall, am I? And if I change time, what happens? Will I just get carted immediately back? Will I be in the middle of a raging torrent? Not a lot of anything, actually. And it's, yep, still a dead end there. Feels like there should be something there. There never is, though. I'm this close, I can almost taste it. I don't... See, if I change that water, I think I think the only difference it makes is a little path at the bottom. Well, that noise does exist in this game. I had a sudden mental block, though. It might not. Alright. So now... Thing is, I'd have left it in a state that would get me to the top anyway. What difference has that made exactly? Is it that I can swim across instead of having to walk across? I've definitely messed this up. I definitely needed that water where it was. Oh well. Yeah. See, this is now a craggy mess. But what was it in the past? Can I just get past it? I'm really trying to cheat this system as much as possible. All I need to do is go up that vine instead of going into that bloody cave. Yeah. Yeah, okay. See, I'm half tempted because in the current I could just call Moosh. Oh shit, that's come back to bite me, isn't it? Yeah. I could just call Moosh and fly over that hole. But there were two options, weren't there? Just bite the bullet, go the long way around, push that rock again. Won't even take that long. We're basically halfway there. Well, yep, picked the wrong one. In my head, I said, you know, the left door's the right one. I've forgotten I changed everything. I'll sit through this nonsense again. Oddly satisfying as it might be, moving water in games is always satisfying in my mind. Right, so we're gonna get to the present, climb up this vine, keep climbing up the wall, and hopefully that will eventually get us somehow at the bottom of Restoration Wall. And that's where I'm going to end the episode, because I know I've got to play Patch's minigame. I know it's going to be the harder fucking version of the minigame, and I've got a feeling it wasn't that easy to begin with anyway. Fuck you. Fuck you all. You are nothing to me. Alright, so this... Where's this? What is this? Okay. I could have changed at any point, but I might as well use the ones they've set up because they might be in a useful position. I just got to make sure I don't jump down at any stage. Bottom of the wall, bottom of the wall, bottom of the wall. Shit, it's not, is it? Where's that fucking... Oh, it's to the right. So I might still be able to... I might still be in the clear if I go down here and then just to the right. It's not looking good, is it? Definitely. Yeah, could have just... If I'd looked at the map earlier, I'd have known I could have just walked this. But I'm here anyway. I've got to climb this wall. Which, let's face it, isn't that hard. Once I get to the top, I must go across time as well. I reckon it's this screen here. Because I haven't been there. Ah, shit. Definitely remember doing that perfectly the first time round. I mean, it wasn't a huge detour. They're not that damaging, but still. Patch, my man, he's older than I remember. What is in the overtime there? The episode's as good as over here. I'm not doing anything more. Just idle curiosity. Is it vines? Is it just a waterfall? Oh, it's a waterfall. And this was the space I hadn't been to, I suspect. Yep, and it's just a drop down. Probably on both sides. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. That was, I think that was episode 29. Join me next time for the beginning of the end. Also the new sword. That'll be the initial part. You know what? I better go in here because it will probably save my location. Yep. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.